James on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Wide open receiver complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Here's James on 1st and 10. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 12 more yards there and another first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. James dancing to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Looking to throw. James. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Mike Gesicki with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Let's go! To throw is James. Back to the air on 2nd down. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Let's go! James now throwing on first down, being chased out left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki with his second. Now James on first down. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. And an alley to run. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. James steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them. Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. James on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 32 that time. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Come on, let's go.
Here's James throwing on first down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. To throw is James. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Garrett Selleck. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more. James now, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Dancing to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. A first down carry now for Crowell. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's caught off the deflection. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. Now James to throw on second down. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2. Looking to throw. James. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
James on first down, forced out to his left, and avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here we go!
Here's James looking to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. To throw is James. On first and 10. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
James now to throw on second down. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's a give to Crowell. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. To throw on second down, James dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal.
Come on, let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. But it sets up. Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where...
This is Madden 19. I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. With that, we head up to MetLife Stadium as we'll hand it over to the two men that'll call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Now James throwing on first down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
James looking to throw on second down. Forced out to his left. Got some room at the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Back to throw. James. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Avery Williamson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Being chased out left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
Looking to throw. James steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take... Here's James on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw is James. To throw again. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. James forced out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. James now throwing again, eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Now James on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. James throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Haloti Ngata able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Here's James on 1st down. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And out come the Dolphins now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is James. To throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, James being chased out left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. James now on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Buying time to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now James to throw on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down. James throwing on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Looking to throw. James. And Selleck here, left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Garrett. Here's James on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw is James. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. James now on 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Now James looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though. Yeah,
much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Being chased out left. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to throw. James eluding the pressure right. This is Crowell on the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. James throwing on 1st down. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's James on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Haloti Ngata in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. To throw is James. To throw on 2nd down. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Looking to throw. James. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You thought we'd see pressure. You weren't kidding.
Yeah, I thought that they'd be very aggressive in that type of a situation. And that's what they call getting home. Because home is where the quarterback is.
And where the heart is.
And that heart just got shattered in 1,000 pieces.
Now on 3rd down, that pass. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. James now on 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Dancing to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
James forced out to his left. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Now a handoff to Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now James looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. It's caught by Crowell. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. James throwing on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 10 more there and another first down. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it. Here's James on first down. Steps, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Henry Anderson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw is James. To throw on second down. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. And forget overtime. Barring a miracle, they're going to win this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
It finishes like this. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra. And